3. The slop's sweet daily treat of saccharine, anodyning, dulling senses, gullibility fed views each wants to hear, the world makes sense. But daily pinkish pouring dark streaks bitter tasting, causing sour apple faces as reminder sharply to maintain a healthy sense of fear, goes up in smoke, establishment perturbed. Any elements threatening such must be removed, re-educated, or if refractory to improvement, ultimately eliminated, as the hive to fall cannot, because of malcontents who fail to understand the rules, be thankful for each crumb from Collectech's table heaving. Infatuation fueled by observation distant of a studied form, the sound of blood in ears when reading verse, dissecting norms, revealing worms of rot and bonded silence, then confronted cheek by jowl cohabitation with the croatess who is a shadow of her former self, in presence physical, she's skeletal, still showing scarring marks of usage ill, and in his heart James feels a tenderness unbearable. A longing to take care of one whose race is almost run, his ardour cooling in its cast, a solid love of mother he had never known, and she in turn so loving in her quiet way, admires his courage and enlightened gallantry, yet deep concerned for his, for all their sakes. What steps lie next and must be briskly taken. Hours after hack was ended, darkness closing in, and time to move, disperse, not be a sitting duck for Nanny's squads, so rabid to extinguish cyber-saboteurs. They have a plan of sorts, poor Stephen frail, though stable with great effort, sconced in car, and head all four to Harbourside, where Tech Chief wished to be abandoned, left in hands of those distressed to take his chances disappearing in their needle-bottled midst. Goodbyes are tearful, hopes that they might meet again in freer times, but eyes and voices, fears betray that day will never come. They leave the man courageous limping stiffly neath the bridge, and head on north, remoteness known to James and Mary, hoping there for sanctuary, be it fragile, temporary. Martha driving, Mary sits in back with James, in darkness pitched on back roads northward. Holding hands with tenderness and murmuring in gentle tones, my dear, we three are likely gathered up in days or weeks ahead, so many spies alerted, and with you so young, your life to live, your leadership to give, in future wars it's best to be apart from us, perchance some leniency to draw. He objects, not caring for these words of sense, his place, his only place by Mary's side, but slowly, gently is brought round, and so they plan for him covert to contact pals, for them to shelter him for now. The car is parked within a mile of Ranger's house, and James and Mary hug, exchange a virgin's kiss, and he sets off in blackness tearful. On the morn reveals himself to David, hid in distant shed and fed, while Sal in turn is distant, calmly bitter still.